Hello everyone, a few thoughts about the Icom IC-7300 just to help you get started if you're new to this rig. It's a really fun rig and very intuitive once you understand a few basic things. So I thought perhaps what we could do is start using this just as a basic radio. Now if you've been playing around with it, you probably have all sorts of really cool, incredible things displayed on your display, but let's simplify it a little bit. So let's come down here on the M scope button, hold it down, and then depress it till we just get the basic setting there without all the distractions from the screen. Okay, now we've got a good view of the basic functions of the radio. Just over here we have top left, we have the power button, we have a manual transmit button, and notice that you'd think you're transmitting already, but you're not. See, you get that highlighted in white, the TX, when you're actually transmitting. Tuner, that's the tuner inserted, that's the tuner not inserted. And then, of course, if you want to tune, hold it down for a sec, and it'll tune up. Here's your Vox break-in, also for CW for break-in, Vox for voice. Over here, we have manual controls for the preamp. We have preamp 1, preamp 2, which is even more preamp, and off. Now, if you hold it, you have attenuation, so that's kind of cool. Notch, you have auto notch, you have you can also use manual notching there, but that's basically how to cycle that notch, and then you've got another option off. Noise blanker in and out, noise reduction in and out, okay? And then of course our RF sensitivity right here and the AF level right there. And so that's how that works. Oh yes, it does work. Okay, down here we have an SD card slot for holding settings and whatnot. Our menu, so we can go through all sorts of exciting things on the menu. Like the settings menu, and then we can just scroll up and down the different settings. And functions, preamp, AGC, notch, noise blanker, noise reduction, so on and so forth. I'll let you play with those on your own. Then we've got, oh, and here's a good time to mention this. You can also get out of this menu, of course, by pressing this, or you can just hit the exit button. That's kind of your home button to get out of whatever you're doing. And we got the scope here. Now if we hold the scope button, it gets big, and then we've got, we can even go expand it. There are all sorts of things you can do with that. But let's get back to the basics here. All right, speech, that actually will give you an enunciation of your frequency and such.
F114.28 megahertz, USB.
Pretty cool, huh? And auto tune, if I'm running CW, this is kind of cool. Let me show you how to do this. And remember, this is touchscreen, so there's going to be a lot of buttons that aren't there that you don't need anymore because you just touch the screen. So I'm going to touch CW, and then I'm going to go down. Actually, see how slow it's tuning? It's a very fine tuning level. But if I touch this, notice that little cursor over there? Now I can go by kilohertz, and it zeroes it out, which I really like. So let's go down here in CW land. And now I'm going to go for fine tuning. Now watch this, if I hit auto tune, it'll tune the frequency so that I'm on the same frequency. Let's find a good strong station by himself. Okay, here we go. And of course he quit transmitting around. There we go. Now we are zero beated with that station, so that's a pretty neat feature. Okay, over here on the upper right we have receiver offset, and we can run that here, RIT. We also have transmit offset, up or down. Let's see, down here we can run split mode, so we can transmit in VFO B if we're listening with VFO A. Here we can switch between VFOs. Notice we see VFO A, and now VFO B, okay? And now if we want to switch to memory mode, we go like so, and we're in memory mode. See, here we're in VFO mode, there we're in memory mode. That's an important distinction to make. I like how I set it up here. I set up the first 5 memories for the 60 meter band on the CW portion. So there's my 5 channels in CW, and then I have my 5 channels in upper sideband. So it's real easy for me to go to CW or sideband on 60 meters. Okay, let's get back to VFO. And we talked about tuning by kilohertz or more fine tuning. I think that's about it. That'll get you started, and then you're going to want to play with the scope too, because the scope's pretty fun. Let's get back up here to 20 meters, and let's go up to the phone band here. Let's see what we have going on. And of course, I didn't mention the passband tuning, and you have 3 filters, by the way. There's filter 1, filter 2, we got a little tighter, filter 3 even tighter, and then of course you can play with this all up here to, for your shift and passband, for getting rid of QRM. Pretty effective. Okay, that's about everything I can think of to get you started, except the multi-button. This is really cool. So let's say we want to work this guy and we want to put in a little more power. Just press that and automatically it brings up the settings that I'm most likely to use, like power. What's highlighted is what's going to change when I rotate this. So let's say I really want this guy, I'm going to go 100 watts. There's my mic gain, my compression. So I can turn compression on and off, and the amount of compression, monitor and so forth. And here I can either press this to get out of the screen or exit to get out of the screen. So it's pretty cool. Watch this. If I go to, say, to CW mode, and it changes. Like it has my key speed and my CW pitch. So they really designed this well. Hope you enjoy this rig. All the best.